OG do dirty, flipping packs in the back, stuffing the blood, fat sack, jet black Cadillac, stacks in the mattress, cash cow status, walk in the streets, heat up, no crack, blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic, down south, making moves, 808s, hit raw, sip the lean, slow the scene, outlaws on call, counting bills, run the grills, trap house ball, switches in the air, grandiose alcohol, dirty dope dreams, with the crew so mean, life's a movie scene, trap king, royally king, purple haze phase, hazy days, cash in streams, hit the streets, beast mode, blitzy jewel schemes, OG do dirty, leaning like a tower, got the power, hour after hour, living fast, mile high, never sour, came up from the grid, dirty money flower, blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic, OG do dirty, leaning like the tower, got the power, hour after hour, living fast, mile high, never sour, came up from the grid, dirty money flower, blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic.
Hey, what's good? What's good with you? Hey, it's your boy OGDoDirty. I appreciate everybody that's gonna be coming through, chopping it up with me. You know what I'm saying? This is a chop up show. We're just gonna be sitting back talking. We got a show going on later on tonight on the porch. So this is just like a pre-show, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna be up here talking, just chilling, you know what I'm saying? You're welcome to come up. Like I say, it's an open panel, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link real quick before we get all the way into it. Go ahead and get all that good stuff set up. Drop the link now. Link is in the chat. Going over to the page so I can pin it for those who want to come up, because you know it is an open panel. Going to the channel now. Pin that link. All right. Yeah, man. Today just gonna be a chill day, man. We ain't doing nothing special. We ain't doing no chop it up music. We ain't doing all that. Just gonna be a sit back and chill stream. You know what I'm saying? You see, it's the smoke. So if you got smoke with people who's on the panel, you know, you can come up and talk and, you know what I'm saying, do your thing. But it's just basically just sit back and talk. If you got anything that you want to talk about, today is that day for you to come up, because it's a chop it up with OGDoDirty. So you can come up here and just chop it up with me with anything that you want to say, any topic. It don't matter. It's all open. We ain't doing no tripping today. Besides that, man, yeah, man, we're gonna go through, probably look at a couple streams, see what they talking about over there. Let the people come in, find what type of way the conversation, the discussion gonna go, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little fun doing that. But besides that, man, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna look at see what Hamp and them talking about over here for a little bit until more people come in. Then when they start coming in, we'll get on to discussion, whatever we're gonna discuss. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share it out. Tell people, hey, man, if they want to get on the panel and chop it up, man, come on over to OGDoDirty channel, man. Hit that link and come on up here and chop it up. We ain't doing no tripping over here. Hey, what's good with you, Smitty? Hey, I'm on that too. You see, we got the smoke in the background, brother. You can hit the link and come up and smoke with your boy. You know, I got me a couple of these Optimo diamonds rolled up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm in this thing today. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing special, bro. You got something you want to talk about, bro? Hey, we'll talk about it, bro. I'm just doing something, bro, until we got to do our show later on the porch with Uncle Tom. You know, today is Monday, so he going to run the show probably around about 7 or 8 o'clock. So until then, shit, we just going to be on this motherfucker chilling, bro. I'm on some more of that black runts. We got a new batch in that came down to the dispensary. It's from Great Spirits Grow. Pretty good, man. It's the smalls. I didn't really go get the big nugs today, but shit, the THC level on it is 29.26. We got a terp level 2.64 milligram. Terpene is, well, the cannabinoid is 30.08, which is very good. Tested out pretty good. And I think that's about it. Good thing about it is this first batch that I got though came straight directly from them. So you know what I'm saying? It's the first 1A04 batch. So that next batch they're probably gonna come out. It's gonna be probably a little bit better because shit, the motherfucker gonna have that darkness on. It's gonna have that purple. All weed is right now since we started getting them cooler temperatures, everything then dropped. Time is about to switch all the way back. So we're getting that purpleness of your weed now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is, I think, between 60, probably low 70s to 50 degrees. It depends on what area you're in. So all your weed you should be getting here coming up lately. If you know it's fresh, if that shit purple as shit, especially if that shit was grown outside or something like that, but grown inside a facility, you still gonna get the same colors you're gonna get. All that'll never change because your lightning and everything will never change. But yeah, man, let's slide on over here to Hemp, man, and see what them boys talking about. I see he on a commercial right now. So let me go ahead and get past this Mercer. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull him on up. We can go ahead and check them out over there and see what they talking about. See who they all got on the panel over there. And we'll go from there. Hey, put a 1 in the chat or something like that. If my mic and shit, you can hear me good. Make sure I ain't too loud and nothing like that. If I am, I can cut that motherfucker down, get my settings and shit right before we go on over here and do all that there. They talking about roulette over here, so we're gonna see what they talk about over on Hemp. Him and I think Chaotic is the only 2 people live so far that we know they got a large amount of pounds. So let's see what they talking about over here.
So let everybody talks about I think it's only 33. I mean,
what's good with you, bestie?
Women that ever receive internal orgasm,
Appreciate
vaginal orgasm, not clitoral, right? So
salute to Yvette coming in the building. She threw the 1 in the chat and told me I was good, so that means I'm coming through nicely. That's what I'm talking about.
They're not getting internal orgasms, but again, it's like, hey, you can't miss what you never had, right? So most of them are satisfied with whatever level of sexual satisfaction they're getting at the point. And like most women do have clitoral stimulation. So the problem is though, like you said, even though you're missing part but not the whole. So and women still have sexual desire, just like men do. So when we're talking about catching feelings, Lee, it's not to the point of where they stalking you and throwing windows to your car. It just means like, hey, like he said, hey, she starts getting clingy. She starts like, hey, what are we doing here? All those things. She wants to be committed. She wants more than just casual sex. She's reaching out to you and demanding more of your time or requesting more of your time. And she wants you because, again, like I said, for one, more likely than not, if she's having sex with you, to some degree, she's physically attracted to you. And if you can sexually satisfy her, you can't, those two, bro, she's not going to be able to resist it.
See, but you're starting to name things that men usually can't do, though.
But no, and that's Lee, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. So no, y'all are, for her, he can. For her, whatever he's doing to her sexually is enough. It may not be the greatest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm just sitting back thinking about it. Go ahead, Callie.
I was gonna ask, y'all think it's the sex, or do y'all think it's y'all that she actually likes and is trying to come back to?
Both.
When she catches feelings.
Both
of them.
Which one more than the other? Would you think?
The man.
It's on the man.
The man.
It depends on the man.
No, because the sex she can.
I think it's the man mostly. I think
no, she'll deal with the sex. She'll deal with the sex, even if it don't. She likes the man. She'll deal with the sex even though it don't please her. And not be quiet.
Yeah, I think that you
She likes the
good with
man.
Wrestler.
She likes him.
yeah, Trinidad's right. If
Again, y'all, this is just a chop it up show. I'm not doing nothing special. We got another show going on later on tonight. I just want to get some watch hours. You know what I'm saying? Try to give me some more subscribers. So basically, I'm just doing a chop it up show. We can talk about anything. I don't care what it is. I was just going to do a show. I got off early today. Didn't really have nothing to do. All my chores is done. Hey, I said, fuck it. I'm going to go online. I give me some more watch hours. Give me some subscribers. Give me some likes. You know what I'm saying? Until we do our show later on with Uncle Tom when we go to the porch. And everybody that's here, I'm just going to send them straight on over to the porch. And we'll go over there when Uncle Tom start the show. That's just what I was going to do today. So if anybody want to come up, just hit the link. We ain't talking about Dick and P. We ain't talking about D and P. We ain't. It's an open conversation. That's why I put chop it up with OGDoDirty. We just chopping it up today. I've just got this playing right now because I'm trying to get everything else on the stream set up, like the places for the people that's coming up and my banner, stuff like that, and uploading videos, little drops and stuff like that. This is what I'm doing today. So, like I said, I had a free day today after I did a little work, and I thought I'd come on here and have some fun with my people, the people that support me. So if you want to come up, you can hit the link. And besides that, we're going to go ahead and listen to what they talking about. Then I might have to slide over there to another live like Chaotix or Nightish or whoever else is live. I'm just going to go over there and see what they talk about. So fuck with me.
let's say you have a bad showing, second time, first time out, but she feeling you, you'll get another shot. If you have a bad showing and she don't like you, forget about it. So I think women overwhelmingly aren't successful with this. I'm just thinking through it because we're looking at the women who. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, no, I'm looking at a study here.
Salute the mayor and Rels are coming in the building. Appreciate you. Let me get Rels up there. There we go. I got it together. I like the white and black. What y'all think about that white and black, man, for the little smoke show? You know what I'm saying? We got the white with the bubbles and the black wording and shit with the smoke in the background and shit. You know what I'm talking about? What y'all think about that? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Color coordinate. You see it match with the OG, just a reverse from the OGDoDirty show to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how smoke is gray and black, and then, check me out.
And it's on a .gov website. Women produce an overwhelmingly greater amount of oxytocin during sex than men.
Okay.
And we know what oxytocin is. They call it the love hormone.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Mayo.
Say it once more.
Trying to make it look nice. Trying to make it look nice.
Oxytocin.
So what I was saying was essentially, even when we look, right, I think it is hyperbole when we're talking about women get all these dopamine hits on Instagram.
Hemp over there using big words. Hey, what's good with you, Con in the building? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. See, that shit look way better when it's white. Cause I had it blue, but I changed it to white today because I was thinking it was gonna make y'all icons pop. And y'all icons look player with that white on the background and it come through like that. Yeah, that's nice.
Not these regular ass women. They don't. Right? The women who trying to get chose, they don't have their ass on the sink. We also know that what's that shit called? OnlyFans is less than 1% of women in the world. Right? So that shit ain't even popular for real. I think women get attached how they always have. It's just that the societal standard has lessened. So it's okay for them to be outside and show that they outside at a more exponential rate. But I think generally women are women. And women attached to the men, and then women attached to the men they like, especially. As they
see, when Ham say that made me think that you trying to save a street horror. See, you gotta let them street rats be street rats. This is where I don't want to go. Let me see what he's talking about first before I say what I'm gonna say, because you know what I'm saying. I don't believe in saving nobody. You are for somebody, and everybody ain't this perfect dude that everybody claim to be. Y'all niggas got flaws and all type of shit. Every person do. Ain't nobody on this goddamn planet perfect. So y'all need to know that your fuck ups is going to be the same fuck ups that you're going to find in that wife. You try to perceive that and get this unicorn. The first thing that's going to happen is your eyes, your perception is going to be like a person who eats too much. You intaking too much, and you're not looking at how much you're taking in. You just eating to get full, and you just stretch your stomach out so far you can take in 3, 4, 5 plates, and you fuck yourself up. When you look at these bras out here, you go for the top, the best. You go for the Beyoncés, the Rihannas, but nigga, you not a Beyonce or a Rihanna. That ain't your caliber of woman. You need to bring yourself down to the level where you at, playboy, and get in there. Because I don't know what you're looking at in the mirror, but the person standing next to you supposed to reflect. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna see what else they talking about though. Make sure I get it right. I don't want to overtalk them and make sure, you know what I'm saying, because I really wasn't going to be on no DMP today. I wasn't even trying to go there. I might need to swing over there to Chaotic because I really don't want to get into this type of conversation, but because I'm the only person going to be talking about it.
It should. It's not a down on them.
Wait.
Hey, Hemp, when you say societal norms have changed, don't you mean women norms have changed?
No, because we don't require. What do we require from women? As long as she don't fuck a nigga, you could wife her.
All right.
And what does that got to do with it? So see, this is another thing that throw me off about y'all niggas, bro. Y'all don't know what these y'all got a perception that everybody is so good. You don't know what nobody do in the dark. You can't even answer. You can't even really on the cool. Most people in the United States, most people in the world don't reflect on the dark shit that they do. They block that shit the fuck out. And even when you ask them certain type of things, they even try to mine things out, what eventually happens is they still never bring their darkest secrets up. But it's still a part of you. That still is a character of you. You can't take that away. Just because you don't announce it, just because you don't believe it's there, don't mean it ain't there. They used to say a saying, what's done in the dark will come to the light.
Before she had to not have a certain amount, you know what I mean? So now,
I get you.
That's all. So we accept what it is that we have at our fingertips, you know. So women, because remember, men take what we can get. I think that's true. So,
but
yeah, I think a woman has to like the man to a degree to even get in bed with him. So that sets her ahead already. Whereas a man
physically
doesn't necessarily have to like you, has to like the way you look more so.
Not even.
What's that? And really not that either, right?
Yeah.
Not so much.
So chat, what do you guys think of that? Do you have to be likable? Do you have to be lookable to be with somebody? What do you think about that, chat? Do you have to have a certain look? Because that's basically what. Maybe make sure. I don't want to just. Let me see what Aaron said. Let me make sure.
Okay.
And we know what oxytocin is. They call it the love hormone.
Yeah. Pair bonding.
Say it once more. Say it once more.
Oxytocin.
Okay. So what I was saying was essentially, even when we look, right?
I agree with this.
I think it's.
I agree. But I want to hear exactly what he said. I don't want to mischaracterize what the man said. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to what he said one more time.
I think it is hyperbole when we're talking about women get all these dope
big word
me hits on Instagram. Not these regular ass women. They don't. Right? The women who trying to get chose, they don't have their ass on the sink. We also know that what's that shit called? OnlyFans is less than 1% of women in the world. Right? So that shit ain't even popular for real. I think women get attached how they always have. It's just that society, so the societal standard has lessened. So it's okay for them to be outside and show that they outside at a more exponential rate. I think generally women are women. And women attached to the men, and then women attached to the men they like, especially. As they should. It's not a down on them.
Wait.
Hey, Hemp, when you say societal norms have changed, don't you mean women norms have changed?
No. Because we don't require, what do we require from women? As long as she don't fuck a nigga, you could wife her. Before she had to not have a certain amount, you know what I mean? So now
I get you.
That's all. So we accept what it is that we have at our fingertips, you know. So women, because remember, men take what we can get. I think that's true. So,
but
yeah, I think a woman has to like the man to a degree to even get in bed with him. So that sets her ahead already. Whereas a man,
so he said a woman has to like a man to a degree to get into bed with. So I can agree with that. I thought he was talking about looks because Vet just said both were Slayer Dragon for any and no reason. That's a fact. I mean, if you a hitter, if you out here and you a shooter in these streets, that's what you're gonna do. That's what hitters and shooters do. They go and get numbers. What Mayo say false. What you saying false on, Mayo? You saying false on what Aaron's saying, or you saying false on what Yvette was saying when she was saying both were Slayer Dragon for any and no reason? No, it's kind of hard for me to do this, Mayo, while you in which kind of bro. You know, you can always hit the link and come up here with me, but they'll make the conversation real easy. Okay, Yvette said, now she been with somebody like that. Okay, now see Mayo, now me and you on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It got to be something. Nigga be ugly as shit. Pocket full of money. That motherfucker going. So yeah, I agree with you on. Okay, I see where you come from. Yeah. Because the motherfucker ain't gonna stop being that, bro, because of it. They gotta have something. Let's continue to see what else these niggas saying over there.
Physically.
Doesn't necessarily have to like you, it has to like the way you look more so.
Not even.
Okay. Hey, remind me to give you power. I got to learn how to do it today too, just to let you know that. I haven't figured out how to do it.
Don't worry about it, man.
Nah, I got to give it to you. I got to have a team up here, bro. So when, you know what I'm saying, something go wrong, something happen or something like that, if y'all niggas in the chat, I need something, you know what I'm saying, might need somebody to cut this motherfucker off or something, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit, but I got to learn how to do it.
And I think what it is people can talk themselves into a lot of things for material gains.
I can agree with that.
You know what I mean? Because there's something you can find that you like in damn near anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I mean, the your worst enemy in the world, there's something you agree on.
Just don't agree on
somewhere in that long line of beliefs, you know.
Yeah, nah, for real, because you might not agree with everything, but nigga, eventually you're gonna find something. It ain't gonna be. I haven't found nobody that I really hated, that I haven't you know what I'm saying, seen something in them, like, bro, at least that nigga do that shit right. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta see that shit. If not, I just believe that you just hating Mayo on a whole nother level.
Oh yeah, you just hating to hate.
Yeah. That don't make no sense, bro. I mean, you can hate the shit out this person, bro, but goddamn, my nigga, fool, if this nigga can budget and do right with that, at least get a motherfucker that. I mean, shit, if the motherfucker at least keep himself clean, give a motherfucker that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't gotta be, you ain't gotta give him all the acknowledgments, you know what I'm saying, and make him and put him on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? But damn, bro, I mean, I understand you don't like the nigga, but bro, when I hear people talking like that, like with me and you, we on agreements right now. Because I know motherfuckers that do that shit, and I'll be like, bro, why the hell do you still like? You just really hate this motherfucker. Like, it's just what it is.
But sometimes to hate somebody, that's because you either like them or you wanted to be them. So there's some kind of positive feeling towards it initially that turns bad.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of it's jealousy. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
don't hate the player, hate the game.
that's a fact. Because you ain't got the skill. Like basically what that what we was watching on that goddamn crazy ass movie we watched the other night, where this nigga thought he was so insecure with himself, and then when he got his face fixed, or his face fixed itself, he got secure again, but then he was still unsecure because the dude that he was looking at was where he used to be when he was secure, and he see him doing so good. You just hate the hate, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a good example right there. I forgot we watched that crazy ass movie the other day. That shit was crazy. Let's see what else these niggas gonna say.
What's that? And really not that either, right?
Yeah.
Not so much, right? Well, the woman.
You got to be born with a vagina for most niggas.
Right.
Are
It's
we
just
talking
about all
about-
it takes. But a woman, she kind of has to have something for you to begin with.
Are we talking about the people actually playing the game, or are we talking about?
You got green eyes. My son's father got green eyes. Y'all kill.
Oh my God, what the hell is wrong with Trinidad?
Everything. She's got the mind of a 12-year-old.
Bro, that's a fucking teacher.
I would have to say alcohol might have something to do with it.
Yeah,
It definitely doesn't help.
Okay, so I've been wanting to ask people about that because I don't drink alcohol no more, right? Mayo, do you drink?
No, sir, I haven't in a couple of years.
Okay. Well,
I come from a family of alcoholics, though.
Okay, same here. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, my people.
Yeah.
Lips and shit be falling asleep and all type of shit. You know what I mean? Like talking crazy. Yeah, that's why I stopped doing it because it rubbed off on me, and I noticed that I was a whole different other person. Because we used to do,
yeah,
we used to do basically we used to go out to the clubs and shit. You know what I'm saying? People used to videotape, and then we'll see ourselves on TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll go on YouTube and see ourselves on YouTube doing certain stuff, and you be like, "Damn, bro, that's me, my nigga." Like, bro,
you get embarrassed, right?
No. I was never embarrassed. I just I know I become a different person when I'm drunk. Like I don't have no filter. I really don't. Everything that I try to stop myself from doing, I don't do it. So I'm just an impulsive person when it comes to me. I'm saying when I'm being drunk, I think a lot when I'm high. You know what I'm saying? Like I think before I react, think before I say certain shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm on that do it fluid, I'm ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it got me, you know what I'm saying? And it got me in trouble a lot. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with people, especially just going to the clubs and shit. I'm very disrespectful when I'm drunk. That's why I don't take shots and get too full of shit because I don't look at signs. I don't really see that shit. I'm not really afraid of anything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a perception like if I go over here and I see this dude talking to this lady and we at the bar, I don't know if that's this woman or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm high, I can peep out game like they holding hands. She rubbing on his leg or something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they together. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm drunk, that shit is all out of there. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, baby? You know what I'm saying? I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm shining. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm divine, right on time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, I know how the group is. So I'm like, it's gonna be like that. Then it's gonna be a lot of people like, yeah. And they'll be pointing and shit. So I'm like, it's a different thing. So I'll be like, you know what? I don't really do that no more. I don't want to get drunk like that and go out. So I don't. But I noticed Trinidad gets the reason why I brought that up is when you drink and get online, do that make you? Is that easier for some people? You could say, is it easier for some people to have better conversations because it's easy to let them relax?
Yeah. We have to remember she comes from a background with lots of trauma. So I think she does it just to forget about all that. And by extension, she gets online because it's another escape. So she's compounding escapes and then we get this.
Yeah. Cause see, I'm thinking in my head, and I agree with you. Let me say that first off. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I was thinking, well, I'm thinking like what Mayo was just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, alcohol, thinking of an alcoholic. Well, alcoholic could take a drink, right? don't even got to be that much. But the continuous drinking on how they drink and how their body react to it. I don't think I ever seen Trinidad not like this. You see what I'm saying?
And that's the sign of a drunk. What I would consider a drunk. Somebody who's drunk all the time.
Right.
I mean, you could check them any time of day, and they're going to have a high alcohol content. They sip at work. You know, they pretty much drink. If they're awake, they're drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because look, so I'm not saying, like I said, I wasn't at Trinidad. You know, I love you and everything because I know you fuck around and see the show, whatever. You might come up, somebody might tell you about it. Don't fuck up nothing we saying. For I was asking the question, and we wasn't basing it towards Trinidad. I was just asking about people that do it. We didn't say Trinidad because in my head, I'm just thinking, you know what I'm saying? It's just a way for her to mellow herself out while she on the line. It's the only thing it's the only thing we were saying, you know what I'm saying? Because she probably, it's different being online with all these different people talking to you and shit. And you know what I'm saying? How her connection is, whatever. She might get frustrated or something, you know what I'm saying? Some people, I don't have no problem with it. I smoke weed 24/7 I'm not coming online if I'm not smoking weed.
Yeah,
That's
but
just me.
You keep your faculties about you though. She doesn't have them.
Yeah, because
She
I try to
loses
smoke
what she has before she comes on.
I try to smoke as much so I can have a filter on it so I can just laugh at everything. Everything is basically fun. I don't really take nothing too serious, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to stuff that's being said on YouTube. We just here to have conversations.
But see, she's one of those clearly emotional drinkers. She gets in her feelings real easy. She takes everything offensively, even when she's just like, "Nah, I don't take offense. You know, it don't bother me." But as she's, ready to burst into tears, it's because she's an emotional drinker. See, where you're not an emotional user of anything, she is.
Yeah, she's an escape artist.
Yeah.
I had an aunt like that. She'd walk around with a coffee cup, 90% vodka, 10% coffee all day.
Yeah.
She called it her tea.
Ooh.
Boy, that shit had you faded.
Yeah.
It was good with it.
A week after she quit drinking, she died.
Damn.
She couldn't handle it. Her body was she went sepsis because her body was so used to processing that amount of alcohol.
Oh, she was so saturated.
Yeah, her liver was just kept producing the chemicals to process alcohol, even though there was no alcohol coming in, and it put her into sepsis.
Wow.
That's why if you ever know a true alcoholic that goes in the hospital, make sure the doctors know.
Yeah.
Because they will put alcohol in their IV to keep them from going septic. That's how a lot of alcoholics die in the hospital, because nobody knows they're alcoholics. And a true alcoholic cannot just quit alcohol.
Right.
They have to wean off of it.
Same thing with people who smoke their weed. You got to get up off that shit, dog. It's kind of it depends on how long you've been. Like me, it takes me a minute to I have to deprive myself of weed because I smoke so much, and I keep a high tolerance high. So if I have to, for me to stop smoking, I have to cut down and then try to completely stop. Because trying to completely stop, my body wouldn't. It'd be like, nigga, you wake up to it, I go to sleep to it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's in between all day. So I gotta be able to figure that shit out. I have to slow it all the way down. Like
but at least you live a lifestyle to, be okay with that. Like I think she's like in the medical field. So it's just like that shit's dangerous in that setting.
Yeah.
She could be putting people's lives at risk where, you're a businessman, you can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want. Where she's, she'd be effectively, hurting people.
We're gonna see what else they're gonna say, because like I say, we We ain't trying to bust Trinidad down. Don't take no offense. We were just asking questions, talking some shit. Now, because I know how people live with this internet shit. I let them know straight. You know how it is. Hey, I'm on Rumble too, so don't come over here bullshitting. I'm on your ass. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, alcohol's a lonely person's crutch a lot of times. Too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
It was just out of jokes, Miss Hams. It was just out of jokes. I'm sorry.
It was funny. You good?
Sorry, Mr. Lee. Sorry, Mr. Lee. No, he got them green eyes. I know what them green eyes do. I know what them green eyes do.
You said it.
Mr.
You
Lee,
said
I'm
it.
sorry
You
to
said
cut
it
you
already.
off.
You
I'll
said
be
it
quiet.
already.
I'm on mute.
Go ahead, Lee.
Right. So, I guess when I'm speaking about people that are actually playing the game. Like it seemed like the more y'all talking about women that are more conservative, more reserved.
We talking about women, Lisa. You got to include them.
You said women that are having. Okay, if we talking about casual sex, we talking about women that are actually participating in that act, right?
Yeah, women capable of being successful having casual sex, meaning no strings attached. So if you're saying women who aren't even playing, that would go against the point, right? Because they're literally not doing that, right? You still have to include those women.
Okay.
This is interesting.
I wasn't included.
I'm gonna let Lee finish. What y'all think about that first?
I think I need some more context.
Okay.
I want to see.
I mean, I think they can talk themselves into it.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
you seeing the same thing I'm seeing, bro. I ain't tripping over here, bro. I'm over here high as shit. I'm like, man, hold on.
Okay. See, where I'm having the disconnect because like I put in chat, I feel like I've been able to do that, but now, thinking about it, it's just like, okay, I did do a lot of convincing. Like, okay, this is why you should do this. This is why you should do this. This is why you should do this. And then I did that. So I that did come into play. I don't think women in general can truly 100% without feeling or even self-convincing do something like that. I think there is a degree somewhere of.
Well, Reza, let me ask you a question, sir. I see where you're coming from. Do you think anybody on this panel is going to use their own personal experience, or do you still think they want to? Because I'm hearing what you're saying. The conversation is speaking for other people. I get that because I'm saying what Hamp is saying, and I'm trying to figure out where Lee is about to go because I'm thinking he's about to go personal, like give a personal experience.
Right. That's usually what happens.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking. That's because I'm with Mayo. They talking themselves into it, bro. And I keep on seeing it, but I don't know. Let me see. Let me make sure I ain't tripping.
Including those people, I was kind of like rallying up each side in teams and going, okay, if I rally, okay, but you see what I'm saying though, right?
I understand it, but we're saying women. Can women play that game successfully in mass?
Oh, in mass, no, then no. Okay.
Yeah.
So should I move this to the disagree talking point then?
Did you put who agreed initially?
They play it in mass
No,
from their
I didn't put
teen
who
years,
agreed. It was
their
just
20s and
consensus
30s.
between you, Aaron, and Fantastic.
You say what now?
I said most women play this game from their teens to their 30s.
Yeah, then they get the light check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I mean, most girls aren't getting married in their early 20s.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're usually bar hopping.
Most girls now aren't even getting married by the time they're 30, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, they play this game a long time, and it's most women. And then even after divorce, they continue to play it.
Yeah.
Well, that's only a personal experience, but but it's used to speak for others in context of the question.
Yeah.
Because I see where, like I said, I didn't know he was talking about the like I said, I thought they was talking about individuals, because the way that they was talking about, I thought they was talking about people who was in it, and then people who wasn't doing it. And then the people who wasn't doing it, again, you still deem them as the people who you classify as, like I say, as that unicorn that y'all want for the motherfucker who's still a virgin, who done everything right, ain't out here doing the whole exchange, dress right, look right, you know what I'm saying? Basically have all the qualities that y'all they keep on spewing that every person should have. That one is the one I thought they was, but they just talking about the regular women. But I still agree with Mayo, because nigga, between them early years, between as soon as they get to 30, or they get, now, I'm gonna say it's a little bit longer now. I'm gonna say probably like the 35, 37 up in there. Then it seemed like that's when that reality check hit the ass, and they were like, you know what, I'm not out here doing that no more. Or I guess the benefits run out or something, or it ain't used to being what it used to be. You don't get taken care of as much as you used to get taken care of. Nails and phones and bills and all that shit kind of dry up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you would have to then.
Okay.
Yeah, you and me had outvoted Fantastic, but I've come back around.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it makes sense. I wish we would have hit the dick discipline one too.
No, we ain't doing this. All right, y'all. So yeah. Yeah, we ain't even about to do that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna slide on off. I don't even know what they talking. Like I said, I didn't know what they was talking about over there. I ain't looked at it. I agree with that, OG. But the people that ask their questions to follow that. They don't follow that. Okay. My fault. Hey, what's good with you, Butterfly? Let me see. Let me track this down. So I don't know what's going on. Y'all seen anything interesting on the interweb today?
Nah, I just got home from work.
Yeah, me too. I just came in and straight started up the stream. I ain't get a chance to look at nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. CT show's a shit show today, so just beware.
Oh, okay, fuck it. We going over there then. People all over there. Was it nice? Was they tripping over there?
Oh yeah, they're tripping.
Oh yeah.
It's more of that Tariq Nasheed crap.
Oh, didn't he go over there or something? One of them niggas.
Yeah, they had a debate. Yeah, they had a little mini debate.
I want to see that. Is it
I haven't been able to find a copy of it yet.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's on his page or on CT's page or what.
That's what I need to see.
But the Nasheedians are attacking CT today.
Okay.
Tariq's followers.
He said type shit. Zuma. Come in with the booty hole brown. Yes, sir. Hey, Zuma, you should have been there, bro. I was gonna play that sexy red booty hole brown nigga chopped and screwed, but I didn't do it because I ain't see you in the chin act. If I would have seen you in there, brother, I would have dropped it for you. You know what I'm talking about? Con Shonery came over there, had me playing goddamn James Brown chopped and screwed nigga with Fred. What was that? Wesley. Boy, that nigga was clowning like a motherfucker. Boy, I say these niggas here cold. 16-minute long chopped and screwed song. I say this nigga crazy. Let's see what they talking about over there.
Theoretical physicist who was working on time travel. Wow. Whoa.
I heard it.
Working on time travel. Hey, why
get that guy up here.
Yeah, get him up here. He did everything possible. To avoid answering the question. Why did he do that, G-Strong? Why doesn't he want to prove these white supremacists wrong?
And look,
who is this nigga at the top? Lord. Who is that nigga?
I've seen him before. I don't remember where. Lord Geotron?
Yeah, who is that?
I'm not placing him, but I know him from somewhere. It looks very familiar. Dang it. I'm not remembering. But yeah, he looks familiar to me too.
Okay.
Chaotic, can I tell you something? This is what I was gonna say before you kicked me off because Chris Anderson couldn't hold his piss. What a lot of these feminine, completely lacking masculinity dudes do. First of all, let me just get to a root of the problem. Okay, Imperius was partially right when he said they are nothing. There's no reason for them to be alive. They should have been swallowed instead of conceived. So I can. Okay, it's sort of like this. Growing up in life, coming from a single mother, a lot of those guys.
Hey, who was that laughing? I swear I just heard Angel laughing. Nigga, am I tripping? Chat, am I tripping? Or did we just all hear Angel laughing in the background?
I didn't hear him laugh. But play it back.
We'll yeah, I'm about to say, hope I ain't go back too far. Shit, what the hell?
In adversity right here. What you're and all
the panel, I got on. You let me on the panel, and there was this Chris Anderson guy, and I corrected him on saying how he had said how the Japanese helped these Somalians or Rwandans build satellites, and I said, no, you got that all wrong. You got it backwards. The Rwandans helped the Japanese. The Japanese colonized their land and used them as the slave labor. That's essentially what happened. And how you know? Prove it, prove it, prove it. Well, it doesn't take much proving. I don't need 5 minutes. Just look at Rwanda. Look at the rest of the country. Look at anything outside of those Rwandans who helped the Japanese build that satellite. Look what everyone else is doing. Starving, living in mud huts, riding down dirt roads on flat tire or no tire having bicycles. Okay? That's how you know. How you riding on a bicycle with no tires?
G-Tron.
On a dirt road, living in a mud hut, building satellites. No, the two don't go hand in hand. That's how you know they would have helped. Yes, sir.
Afro nerd accused me of harboring white supremacy.
And that's why I got a little attitude with you right now, Chaotic. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you calm down.
Afro nerd.
I'm gonna help you calm down.
Thank you. Afro nerd, paraphrasing it, said that I harbor white supremacists. All right.
He said that.
All right. I underscore black achievement. That's what he said. Okay, Afro nerd. I'm gonna meet you halfway with that. And then on Afro Nerd's next breath, he said that he knew, or he interviewed a theoretical physicist who was working on time travel. Wow! Whoa!
I heard it.
Working on time travel. Hey, why
get that guy up here?
Yeah, get him up here. He did everything possible. He did everything possible to avoid answering the question. Why did he do that, G-Tron? Why doesn't he want to prove these white supremacists wrong?
And look, chaotic. Can I tell you something? This is what I was gonna say before you kicked me off because Chris Anderson couldn't hold his piss. What a lot of these feminine, completely lacking masculinity dudes do. First of all, let me just get to a root of the problem. Okay, Imperius was partially right when he said they are nothing. There's no reason for them to be alive. They should have been swallowed instead of conceived. So I can.
So that was Gimpy. Okay, I thought I was okay. I swear to God. So I'm trying to make sure. Look, because I was looking at the screen. Gimpy did something, and then after that, nigga, this Southside. That ain't Southside. I think it was Southside that made that noise. I don't know. This nigga sound like Angel. I thought if I say, damn, Angel up there? I don't even see this nigga. Okay. Trying to talk bad on you, nothing like that. You know, your people over there. Nigga sound like Angel.
But okay, it's sort of like this. Growing up in life, coming from a single mother, a lot of those guys did. Most of them do. And you can tell because they have complete lack of masculinity and impulse control. When I display lack of impulse control, that's calculated. I'm actually doing it on purpose. As you've seen on many occasions of Chaotic, when you tell me to be quiet, I get quiet. When you tell me not to do something, I don't do it. When you tell me you need me to do something, I do it. You see the control. So when I show a lack of control, I'm purposely doing it. It's calculated. But let me get back to the point. These dudes have a complete and total lack of masculinity and brain power, along with low IQs. What they've learned to do is they've learned to rationalize and converse like women and females. That's all they have. They have no masculinity to stand on. So, for example, when you ask Afro Nerd and Christopher Anderson and whoever else is against you, point A, B, C, blah, 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 get to this. The first thing they do is they give you a bunch of excuses as to why they're not going to be able to give you a straight answer. That's the first thing they do. Second thing they do is, instead of giving you an answer, is start saying, but what about? Sort of like OB32 and BD Smith do. And then after they do all of that, then they try to redirect and change the subject or bring new subject matter into the conversation to get you to derail from the subject and derail from the point. All I'm saying is this: the cumulative impact or effect of that is in itself a sign of low IQ.
Okay, what you think about that?
All I heard was blah 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 blah.
Yeah, he was trying to project something that wasn't even there, dog.
Yeah, that's
what the fuck. The masculinity sounds like a follower. I do whatever you say, CTA. I ain't gonna lie to you. You on point. I don't know what's going on, right, bro. I don't know. That's my first time seeing this dude. That's why I'm asking y'all, dude. I didn't even know what he was gonna say. Cause we just literally just clicked. This shit is live, so we don't know nothing. We have not pre-watched this shit. This shit is live. We just clicked on it. We did not know he was gonna say all that. I'm just saying. Rather say he just wanted to be heard. God damn it. He said nothing. He was up there spitting that nothing salad, nigga. You hear me? Nothing but lettuce.
He would make a great car salesman.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, a person like that can definitely sell drugs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ain't nothing wrong with you and me. You over with OG.
Drugs sell themselves.
Yeah, that's
drugs
a fact.
sell themselves.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the way he just did all this here with his hands and all that there. Oh yeah, he can get out there and portray it. And I mean, I ain't gonna say portray. He can get out there and make it work. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that hard. Like you said, it ain't that hard to sell drugs. Shit, the drugs that he sell.
Are you recruiting, OG?
No,
he can sell surfboards to Eskimos. That boy can sell surfboards to Eskimos.
That's a fact. Yeah, Yvette, maybe if this was like 12 years ago or something like that, oh yeah, we'll make something work. But I can't do it now. I'm out of it. I can't. I'm gonna fuck up everything.
Those dudes at best have an IQ of about 85 to 90. That's not smart. Oh yeah, and on a social level, that's what I was about to say. They grew up without masculinity. They grew up without a father. So they weren't told how stupid they were. They weren't never told to shut the F up. They weren't told that shut up and mind your business. They weren't told that's wrong. Go try again. You're so smart just for trying. Like Linwood, like 7th place participation trophy caliber thinkers. Instead of pursuing and learning how to pursue excellence and first place, and only first place. You don't want the 2nd place trophy. You throw it away if you get runner up. They were taught, long as you try. That's a female perspective. Effort. Oh, yeah, you get an A for effort. Effort doesn't start with an A.
Okay.
Effort starts with an E.
Pause. Not every woman thinks like that. First place, 2nd place is the first loser. I don't subscribe to that. Participation is, worth the effort. None of that participation trophy bullshit. I don't believe in none of that. Competition is survival of the fittest. Survival of the finest. If you can't prove to be the fittest or the finest in your craft, then you don't belong in there.
Fact. That nigga Butterfly said, that nigga say, Russell said, what the fuck this guy? Look, this nigga Butterfly said he's right. Say Butterfly, you know, Tom just proved John the Baptist wrong with that shit the other day. He literally showed an arsenal of motherfuckers that came up there, and these motherfuckers tripped out on them kids, bro. Like, we was looking at the parenting, bro, and nigga, I don't know. She told that nigga, I don't care about your first place, what you call it, you little black ugly mother, and if I have to do it. And she was going in, and John was like, nigga, he ain't want to speak on. Listen to me. They out here saying that shit that he said that they not saying. I think it's the caliber. Some of these motherfuckers is trash. He must be talking about the good ones. Is that what he talking about? What's good with you, Ron? He got to be talking about the good people. Cause nigga, I don't know. This dude here I don't know. My first time seeing the Lord.
And if you get an E, you fail. So my point that I'm making is, if you just listen to the conversational value, the worldviews, the perspectives, just look how they break things down, Chaotic. They give you excuses before they give you an answer.
Well, Gio, you're absolutely right, dude. I've said the same thing numerous times on here. I said they argue like women. They try to put you into a moral paradigm to convince you that what you're saying is wrong and you should shut up because you're a bad, mean person and let them talk for you. That's all it is, CT. They're trying. CT.
Right.
Could you?
My bad, Chaotic. My bad.
You guys
so see what you went through today, and I got kind of angry with you, Chaotic. My bad. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You guys
My
are
bad.
good. Imperious. This man could literally prove his point by having a theoretical physicist whom is black, whom is working on, it's kind of like, I'm not going to lie to you, it kind of sounds crazy, but maybe one day we will rip apart the time continuum. I don't think we're going to do it now. He can literally prove the point of black achievement by having that black man up here, Imperious.
Well, that's the whole thing, CT. This is a very familiar situation to him because this is the same situation throughout high school where someone called him and said, hey, you want to fight? He goes, yes, and then he runs and never shows up. It's the same thing, CT, that you've proven them. You push them against the corner to prove themselves. And
yeah, you good. You good. If anybody else want to come up, man, you just hit the link and come on up, man. It's just man, we just chopping it up, man, until we get ready to go live on the porches. On my time, it's 5:30. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll probably be going over there. What time you think Tom gonna be going on? About 8, Mayo? 7, 8? Should be somewhere up in there. We should be going live somewhere up in there. So until then, we're just gonna be up here bullshitting. Yeah, I believe it too, bro. Exactly what they doing. Shit. How you doing, Kingdom Minded? That's exactly what they doing. So yeah, we're gonna be going live around by 8. So you know what I'm saying? Until then, like I said, I wasn't doing nothing. I was just gonna be sitting here chilling, trying to give me some watch hours. Hey, I appreciate everybody over here supporting the channel, giving me some watch hours. Hit that like button, share it out. You know what I'm saying? Get more people in here, trying to get my numbers up and whatnot. I appreciate everybody's support. Like I say, we just sitting here chilling, looking at other streams. Eventually, shit, I'm gonna drop all this stuff up off the screen, and we can just sit back and talk. Hey, whatever y'all want to talk about, I ain't tripping. I was just looking for something. That was it. It's just chop it up stream. Let's see what else they talk about.
And they're inadequate. They've been tried, measured, and found lacking. And the thing, and CT, the issue is you're saving lives here on this channel.
Yeah.
You're getting.
Also, if you got something that you think that you want to talk about, you can always, if you got a wrench, you can drop it in in the chat. I'll pick it up. We'll look at it. If you want to hit the link, drop it in the back. I'm cool with that too. I ain't doing no tripping. We'll watch it.
You're getting people to stop and dig their head out of the sand and get their heads out of their own asses. And you're showing how stupid the people that represent these ideas are. You're making an example out of them by letting them speak how stupid they are. CT, this is like saying, and there are some Irish that believe this. This is like the Irish saying, we were the most advanced people in the world. We had automotive technology before liquor was invented and brought to us. Could you imagine an Irishman saying that? Or could you imagine a German, and some Germans do say this, but not many. They said, it's France and America's fault that we elected the mustache man because of what they did to us. Could you
Let me ask you a
imagine that?
question, Chaotic.
Go ahead. What's the question for the family?
Do you think that you've mastered the ability to conduct yourself in a way to have somebody like that come on your show? You get out of character, you yell, you curse, everything. Have you conducted yourself in such a manner that you deserve a scientist, to come on your show that was on
a scientist? Here goes Joe Rogan. I've been watching Joe Rogan since the early 2000s or 2008.
Who was he talking about was a scientist? Anybody know in the chat?
Oh, he was talking about a scientist earlier.
Oh, okay.
Some black physicist supposedly that's experimenting in time travel.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I don't know what the hell is. Okay, I was lost. Okay, appreciate you, Mayo, for catching me up, bro, because I was lost like a motherfucker. I was like, what the hell is this nigga? Yeah, you're right, Russell.
Never he started.
I don't think they're going to. Oh, they showed it.
It used
too.
to be
That's
the
crazy.
Wild Wild West over there on his old platform. The old, you got to watch the old Joe Rogans. Bert Kreischer, Eddie Bravo, Duncan Trussell. They used to act the whole ass fool over there. Whole ass fool. Vulgarity through the roof, drinking through the roof.
CT, they're smoking weed on the air. They're smoking weed on the air. You're sitting here in a suit.
Yeah, now let me just finish because in Paris I'm about to set these niggas straight. Joe Rogan has had almost every type of person call in. I mean, come to his show. And here goes a nigger for the family saying, have I conducted myself enough to have an obscure, nobody's ever heard of this scientist. I knew who Neil deGrasse Tyson was before he went on Joe Rogan, by the way. Now, all these scientists can go on Joe Rogan's show. Mathematicians can go over his show. I think one of the Weinsteins was whatever Weinstein is the mathematician went on there to talk to Terrence Howard's crazy, insane ass. And great video. Anything can happen over there. This nigger for the family, who really doesn't have anything to say when he calls in, but I let him call in. He's gonna question me about me speaking to a physicist, and he doesn't even know that I've had solo interviews on this show, and not to mention in my real life, I know people like these people. For the family, man, you don't get it, bro, and you don't get what just happened today. And I listen, bro. I feel sorry for you guys, you and Afro Nerd, but I'm telling you, man, the older I get, the more I realize Pastor Man niggas right. You niggas don't understand the world. Could you imagine this guy coming on the show? Can you imagine how many points are proven by having this black man call into this show, supposedly with white supremacists? It will force the white supremacists. You would think from Afro Nerd's perspective, that'll force the white supremacists to, hey, shoot, man, wow. They ain't getting no astrophysicists do any of these white supremacists now. See, there's so many ways that you can finagle this, or you can maneuver with this. The blacks will win that day, but a nigga said, "Oh well, I have a different platform." Well, no, you don't, nigga. You don't even get on camera. This nigga for the family. Have you earned it? Earned what? A no-name scientist to call in, but famous scientists they'll go on Howard Stern. Famous scientists to go on Joe Rogan. You niggas, man, y'all don't think, man. And I see how it was to enslave blacks, man, because blacks are stupid.
Hey, Chaotic.
You didn't answer my question. Wait.
Curious.
Go ahead,
Hold
Gio,
on, Curious.
Hold on.
Hey, can I
Go ahead,
get back
Gio,
on
sorry.
something you was about to say?
Hold on, guys, give me a second. Guys, give me a second. For the family, listen to me, bro. Listen to me. For the family, bro. I hate to call you stupid, man. Man, you blacks are dumb, bro. You guys are fucking dumb. And I'm saying that with love, man. You guys are fucking stupid. This nigga calls in all the time complaining about me critiquing black culture. He said he interviewed this guy. You would think that he said, "Hey, chaotic, let me put this guy on the show." It'll show your white supremacist viewers that there are blacks that are far superior to them in intellect. It'll show black people, or it will educate black people on who this man is and how the science works. This will be an opportunity for everybody. For the family, man, there is nothing you can say to me right now, bro. To be completely honest with you, bro. To be
I mean,
to be honest with you, man. To be honest, yeah, I did,
like
nigga.
a child.
You goddamn right, because
You don't deserve it. Grow up. Grow the fuck up, you little African.
For the family, bro.
Hey, Chaotic, can I respond to that, please? Chaotic, no. Chaotic, no. Chaotic. Chaotic, let me respond. Let me.
Mayo, you was not lying when you told me it's a shit show over there. So
I told you, sir. I told you.
Damn, bro.
All I can do is warn you, sir. I cannot explain to you.
Golly, this don't make no sense, dog. Bro. I guess I gotta get you. If I want to get famous, I gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take the blows. Hey, I mean, shit. I guess that's what you gotta do, man. I know. Damn, they about to go crazy. I already know it. Lord Jesus, they about to go crazy. I hope y'all enjoy this. This shit hits crazy. Yes, wrestler, bro. This don't remind me, bro. The Nick, Lord. This is all over somebody that you know. Really? Y'all about to go in. They about to go in on each other. Crazy.
Guys, hang tight, guys. For the family, listen to me, bro.
It's disappointing, man.
No, what's disappointing?
You're very disappointing. You mad because a nigga got pulled?
Say disciple?
Yes, sir. Disciple.
Get the fuck out of here. Bro,
A true believer, sir.
Lord Jesus, he's a follower. You cannot go against the grain. He on your ass, boy. Say you better not play with him. He is a disciple. Did you hear me? Oh Lord Jesus, this nigga.
And to call yourself that, sir?
Yeah, you something else.
I mean, you a true believer.
I was not expecting that. I didn't see it at the bottom because I guess I got my man say, God damn.
Well, I think when the big panel's up, you don't see the bottom tag.
Yeah, and then I had them there. I was doing I was pulling them damn super chats up, so it was blocking everything. His dumb ass over here on the corner because he was over here by Black Thoughts. And
yeah,
man, god damn, he did. Bro, this dude is slow as shit. Bro. Yeah, let's see where else they gonna
pull. Nigga, okay, bro.
You know he was gonna do that.
It proves my point how niggas pretend, how niggas want to be angry just to be angry. I'm giving the dumb nigga an opportunity to prove to these supposed white supremacists that, hey, here goes a black man who's far superior to all you whites. I'm giving the dumb nigga all the fucking layups in the fucking world, and the nigga.
I would love to do that, Kingdom Minded. Today was just one of them days. I was just like, you know what? I got time. Usually I'm doing something, but yeah, if I have time like this every Monday and we ain't doing nothing, yeah, we could just pop up and we just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, watch anything, talk about anything, chop it up with OGDoDirty, you know what I'm saying? Put some videos or some clips or something in the back, or something like that in the chat or some shit, and we'll watch them. And then shit, when time get ready to go live, we'll go over there to the porch and hey, chop it up over there on the porch. Cause I don't know what he's doing today. think he might have something good for us today. So, like I said, I ain't want to try to have something already we talking about over here, then go over there with. I didn't expect these nuts to go crazy like this over here on Chaotic's channel. These niggas is crazy.
Click clack babbled me for 30 minutes. And then you, for the family, you saying that I don't deserve it. Deserve what, nigga? What are you talking about? These people go on all types of platforms. It ain't like he's coming to the studio. It's embarrassing doing this show sometimes, and blacks act so fucking stupid. And I'm being serious for the family, man. This is shame. Like what happened with Linwood, I can get that. Men are gonna be attracted to whoever. A man will be attracted to a purple woman if she's hot. But today, that sealed the deal. That nigga can never call back in and complain about any fucking topic I talk about with blacks. For the family. Yes. Stop, bro. Stop, man. Stop.
I didn't even say nothing. What you want me to start doing? I'm letting you be you.
Just don't say anything, bro.
I'm letting you be you, man.
Yeah, don't say nothing right now.
That's what you feeling right now? That's how we feel about you every.
Hey, Smitty hit me up on Instagram, nigga. Let me know, nigga. Shit, I want one. I take one.
Fucking.
Just stay on the panel.
Every day you disappointed.
Stay on the panel, bro. Because if anybody disappointed or did something disappointing was Afro Nerd. Stop, bro. Nothing you can say right now.
Him and I'm for the family just got into it, Kingdom Minded. If I'm correct, you can, and Mayo could correct me. They having a meat stretching contest.
Well, and yeah. Well, for the family is trying to meet stretch Afro Nerd.
Yeah.
Who was asked to prove something, said he could, and then magically dropped off before proving it.
That's a fact. So that's just so far. Now, this other shit, I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring up. We probably gonna be lost to that too. So we should be all, you know what I'm saying, caught up by then.
You blacks are dumb, man, and it proves my point. You black, all you FBA blacks that follow this trick, nigga, are dumb. To be completely honest with you, and it's shameful. Go ahead, G-Tron. You blacks are dumb, bro. To be honest, man.
And to piggyback off what you were saying about that Afro Nerd character, first of all, I'm mad at, on a personal note from you to me, from me to you. I'm angry with you because you never let me get on the show when he's fresh, going with his work with his banter for me to stomp.
Afro Nerd, who is this dude, Mayo? Here another one of them CT people, or he and they got their own section or something.
No, he's another Nashidian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's another true believer.
Oh, another disciple.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they got, that's weird. That's weird just to say that. They had to just say that. That just said it just come out crazy. That don't make no sense.
No, dude, that's like claiming that you following Jesus.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. And you saying the man's name. You see, I ain't look. It sounds so crazy to me, Mayo, that I don't want to say the whole phrase because it make me sound like I'm saying I'm praising this nigga. No, bro, I can't do it. We don't do that around here. No, we can't do that.
A mud hole through him and end his career on internet communications. Yeah, because Afro Nerd, if you're still watching, I want you to know you are an idiot. Lord Jatro is who I am, boy. You were stupid. And the next time you hear or see me, understand that you are an idiot. The next panel or platform you see me on, know that I'm telling you that. Take it up with me then. You an idiot, you stupid, you're worthless, and you act like a bitch. You think like one too. You probably pissed sitting down. Now, to the point that I was about to make, Chaotic. The reason why he probably did that as well is because, for one thing, no one knows who this guy is. So he's bragging about this guy, and he tried to deflect and redirect or misdirect his point and get your mind off of talking about that guy, because once you got it, he mentioned that guy like it's something impressive. But once you got a stab at that guy, you would have said to Black Afro Nerd, He wasn't that impressive. That's what he was afraid of. Whoever this theoretical physicist is, wouldn't have been that impressive. And when it comes to time travel, it's impossible with imperfect people because the timetable that we use, the second, the minute, the hour, the day, the week, the month, the year, as we know it, it's off. So there's no such thing as time travel. The universe is the clock. Earth as we know it, our 24-hour system, we can't travel time. It's impossible.
Oh yeah, they was having a deep conversation, so they went crazy. That's what it sounded like to me. Sound like to me they was going crazy, having a real conversation over there. Yeah, it's a fact.
Yes, sir, on the internet.
Mm-hmm. 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 No chaser, right on point. You, yeah, man. Hey, man, y'all hit that like, man, while we in here chilling, looking at this crazy shit.
Time is linear.
Well, CT, here's a trippy idea about time. It's conclusionary.
Bob came up there.
Guys, I think we're missing the point here.
Got old Bob.
We are missing the point. I think Gimpy's on the same page as me.
Hey, get off of Mike, man.
I'm not talking about.
Get off of Mike. Get off of Mike.
I'm not talking about how time works right now. I'm talking about a black man who is so offended by every damn episode that I do if it relates to blacks. He says that I undermine blacks, I undermine black achievement. He brought up the fact that he interviewed a black theoretical physicist. The man isn't.
How do you know he did though? He just made it up.
No. I'm gonna assume he did. Hey man, get him on the show. Oh man, I need a background. I need a resume. I need this. I need that. I need what? Dude, you know how many times I've gone viral, dude? This is the FBA black man. This will prove everybody's wrong, body wrong about how people think about blacks. That's the problem here. Bob, what do you think about Afro Nerd and what he did, bro?
I think he's doing what ninjas do, man. Just hypocrisy, man. On the one hand, you're totally in power, and the other hand, you're a victim, man. It's typical. I think of that story where you had some guys arguing over giving $500 to a charity. And
yeah.
It's just, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But it's funny. Wow. I enjoy it.
Bob the man said, all I do is talk about black. I talk bad about blacks. Here you have a man who's a theoretical physicist, supposedly. I'm going to believe everything he said. Come on the show. And he said, well, I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to jump through holes. I bet if Gimpy had a show and somebody said I could get Lawrence Krauss to call in, he's a Jew, you're a Jew, it'd just be like that. Paperwork, what are you talking about? Niggas have been doing that, especially to me all my life, Bob. I'm telling you.
Okay. They're chaotic, man. You had your run, dog. You in there. You going crazy. We might come back to you. I don't know what's up. Let's see if the conversation moved on to. Now they still talking. Yeah, we good. We ain't gonna go there. You can cut them off. We'll find something else because that right there is too much for me. That dude over there cutting up for real. How your day been going, Mayo?
Sorry, man. I was doing dishes.
Oh, you good?
That's how my days go. I told you I have some crazy shit going on over there, man.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all. We got about an hour and 10 minutes before Tom come on. So he's gonna come on at 7. So we got a little bit of time chilling over here. Then we're gonna go over there with Uncle Tom and chill over there on the porch tonight. In the government, do we trust, or in the government, do we depend? So that's gonna be it tonight. It's gonna be something live. He's gonna have us going. He's gonna probably have some. I told you, he probably have some good shit. So yeah, but besides that shit, It was something else I seen that was crazy as shit. It was a little short. It ain't that crazy. It ain't doing bad. I just thought it was crazy. I don't know if it's gonna let me find it though. It's just, goddamn. Nope. Yep, definitely gonna see it. Yep, don't worry about it. Who else do we got on the radar today for the hell they talking about over here on the peoples? Oh no, we're not doing that. Just go drop me a mayo down because until I can find something else. We just be sitting up here chilling. Thank you, Yvette. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's a fact. And what else is happening in the world? Yeah. That's a fact. But man, these niggas over here wrestling, I don't even know about that. I don't know if I should go over there, bro. That's a whole different type of conversation. I'm gonna need you up here to talk about what the fuck they talk about. They over here going crazy. I ain't trying to have that type of conversation. And then the only other person I see is up besides them is it's Q Butter. And we definitely ain't going over to no goddamn Q Butter. That nigga crazy. Only other person is live right now besides them is Princess Cammy. She just went live.
Man, I wish Tom and them would get the fuck out of the way.
What
That goddamn storm.
Yeah,
Storm
man.
coming in.
Yeah, that thing there.
It ain't worth riding out, man.
Yeah, man. That shit there, man. It ain't nothing to play with. I don't like them storms.
No, and dude, that's why I'd rather it, like we was talking about the other day, man. With a tornado, at least I can go 5 miles down the road and get gas and food and a hot meal.
No, that's
Those
a fact,
fucking
man.
hurricanes, man. Hundreds of fucking miles.
That's why yesterday when Tom was showed that clip, I don't know if you found it. He found it. We don't know where it was at. I just know that dude that was out there. They was getting them supplies and over there in North Carolina and all that shit, bro. That's that stuff I'm talking about, bro. Like you gotta be. People gotta be prepared, man. And people are not. The sad part about it, Mayo, me, you, and Mama done talked about it in the back so much. People are just not prepared, bro. They got this lifestyle that they just stuck in, bro, and they don't know when stuff happens like that, bro. They ain't got nothing to help them out, bro.
Well, that and like FEMA, right? Their job is in their name. The Federal Emergency Management Agency. They are there to manage the recovery from the disaster. They're not there to buy your fucking house for you. They're just there to manage the emergency. They are not going to save you. Their job isn't to save you.
Fact. That's a fact.
The government is not your friend.
I look at that Mayo and I be like, well, I know people be trying to do the right thing. And if you ain't going through their system, then everything else is fucked.
Yep.
Because I be thinking to myself, how many people know how to build houses and shit like that? And after going through all this shit, you get these certain people together and y'all go through and y'all do all this shit. Eventually, they're gonna shut your ass down. They're gonna find a way to stop you from doing what you're doing because you're gonna be encroaching on what they doing. And like you said, they ain't helping.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, you got to think about it this way, right? Think about all those people trying to rebuild in the mountains of North Carolina in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
Where are all the construction crews in the wintertime? They building down south. They building on the coasts. They ain't want to be out there at 30-degree weather with a nail gun on the side of some mountain in North Carolina. They looking at a large part of that section is looking at a 1800s winter with very little electricity. They got 360 substations destroyed in those mountains. And I think that's just in North Carolina. That's not counting Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee. I mean, that place is going to empty out like Katrina did this winter.
Yeah.
And then this thing's getting ready to go through Florida, where it's going to affect 5 times more people. Where are the resources going to go then?
Yep, I seen so I looked at had my uncle tell me about it when Katrina had hit, right? So I was up there in Dallas, and we were young and shit. So after the shit had happened, like years later and shit, like I'm sitting over there fishing with my uncle, right? And he's telling me like, man, this is what happened when we when all that water came through. Remember we had it down there at Katrina, man. Everybody, my goddamn truck. He was like, my truck and somebody else's car was the only 2 cars that survived down there in Baton Rouge. I was like, where the hell were y'all at? He was like, where your auntie and them house at, nigga. They got that hill up there. We drove our cars up there on the hill, and we left them up there. So all the water came, and everything else was underwater. So he said the back wheels and everything, but the engine stayed out the water. So I just had to let it sit there. Sat there for 6 months. I was like, bro, this dude is crazy. But then I was looking at all the stuff that he was telling me that they was going through, which was kind of what I was telling Tom yesterday. Like you got these certain people who came through in Baton Rouge, and they was rebuilding where my auntie and them stayed at, and everybody else around them. And people weren't trying to fuck with that female, that Red Cross, or any other people that came, all them people like that. And it just messed them up in the long run. They had to go through so much because they didn't want the people. They wanted to do it. They had to do it a certain way to get everything like they needed. And I thought that was just weird as shit. And he was just like, it was just fucked up how they were doing. Some people just said, fuck it. I was like, damn, you get to the point where you leave some shit.
Well, like the disaster recovery. Remember the Puerto Rico hurricane and all the issues with that? See, Puerto Rico has a history of people building homes, private homes, on public land without permission, or squatting and building a home on somebody else's land. So to get help from FEMA, you have to prove that your home was legally there. Whether it be a lease, a mortgage, something. But a lot of those people in Puerto Rico, they 3 or 4 generations in a squatter's house on somebody else's land, so they couldn't get no money. Now, that's not FEMA's fault. That's Puerto Rico's fault for letting those people get away with that shit for so long.
Oh, they will get your ass, boy. They will get you.
Mm-hmm.
I went surfing today, Mayo. Went looking for my girl. Couldn't find nothing on her. I was like, I don't know what's going on. They got me thinking. I don't know what's going on. I've been looking. I'm about to type it in one more again, but I ain't seen nothing on it. I don't know what's going on.
I gave Tom a good one on FEMA tonight. I'm sure he's gonna play it.
Okay, cool.
Dude, it's gonna. If you're not ready to burn it down after listening to this shit, I don't know you. Because this shit is crazy, dude. And it tells you what FEMA's current mission is. And guess what? It ain't helping people. It's helping some people.
Yeah, that thing crazy.
But yeah, this shit in Florida is about to get serious, man. And that's going to cut that state in half. So good luck getting anything in there from the north by land.
I was looking for something on I wonder what was been going on with her. I found a little something.
Uh-oh.
Found a little
Oh,
something.
baby TT.
You know it. You know, bro. I thought said,
Oh,
did
you see where what she called her assistant?
I think that I don't know if this is, hold on real quick. I'm gonna show you this one I'm looking at. Then if it's another one, you can send it to me. I'll find it for me, and I will watch it. Cause boys say I was like, well, she tripping on hell, boy. That's what they do to her. What they do to her.
Yeah.
Right there.
And why I argue and go back and forth with my board, because how can you go backwards off of something that's already spent? So all those things are already spent, already approved when everybody was cool. Now all of a sudden it's not cool to pay bills. Make it make sense, guys.
Spent, not approved. And also, if I can make a point, there's things that we have voted not to approve, and somehow magically they end up on the credit card.
You're gonna have to point
And
that
that's
out.
one of the reasons we're doing
Point
this.
that out, because you can
That's
easily say
exactly
that.
why we're
That's
doing
not true. Then point it out. I want to see it. Point it out. Because you can say that, but you need to point out what you saying you did not approve, and it's on the statement. Thank you. And it's sad that you guys sitting here saying, no, it was senior events on there. It was the book baby gave away to the kids. It was all kinds of things on there that you guys still said no to now, but yes, back then. So what's the difference? Now all of a sudden everybody else said you want to pay people?
Voted no, and then they end up on a credit card bill.
That's not true. So what's the item? Tell me the items. You ain't got it.
I'll make the list, I'll get it to you.
Right, because you ain't got it. You just gonna talk. Y'all just say stuff up here. I can't stand it. I can't stand a liar. Anyway, moving on.
So picking up from my last.
Boy, Tiffany, boy, Super Mayor something else.
Oh yeah.
She's something else. Boy, say, hold on, let me get past it because she don't talk that bull crap.
She's starting to act like that trapped rat, man.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I'm watching that because I'm like, boy, I know something about to happen. And I want to be the first one to break it so I can yell and say, go ahead and get my little words in before everybody say something that come in. You know, I thought that was, yeah, I know. We already had our talk, you know, sat down in front of the window. You know what I'm saying? I told her, you know what I'm saying? I grabbed that phone. I told her it's going to be okay. Just let me know where the bag of money at. That's it. We're in the process of getting that.
As time goes on and more people begin to flip on her. All right, you guys, let's move on.
When they sit here and say, well, we want to remove this, we don't want to pay that. We already gave you our word when you came here and saw us, and we said we're going to pay your light bill. Then they'll get up here and say, well, we ain't voting to pay nothing. They did that before, and guess what I did? Still pay it. Because at the end of the day, that is solely the supervisor. I pay anything in GA. Like, stop. But we get up here and do this show because it's political theater for you guys. Okay? All right, go ahead. Say what you're going to say. Let's vote.
All right, excluding, I make a motion to pay the bills except the following items, 1, 14, and 43.
All right, Robert, what is the items? Since she don't want to read it to the record, what's the items, Carmen? What's the items? It's 3 items. I could have just read them. Say it. All right, what's it on the not pay, Robert? Let's talk to the people.
All right, number 1, PowerWash LLC, $8,745, tax refund software. Number 14, citation box and paper, $17,400, holiday boxes. 43, PowerWash LLC, $9,100, software for tax refund.
So now y'all don't want to give the refund to the rest. I got a tax refund for getting y'all tax money back. That's under the GA department. Again, y'all ain't clap for that one, but that's what she just took out.
All right, thank you, reading Robert. But you guys, there she is, smoke and mirrors again.
That was crazy. Why they won't just say what? So is it against something for them to tell the people if the people ask what they paying for?
No, there's probably a handout that gives all the items that they've already given the people in the meeting.
So why would they want to add that to a bill that's already been? I don't know. I'm backwards. I'm backwards, bro. Because you know how I don't know how, I don't know if they, you know how these businesses do, bro. They be trying to do shit differently. I ain't made it to that level yet, bro. I usually just pay everything up front and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everything get used, and you manage everything that you buy. It's the reason why you buy one, you know what I'm saying? But you know, with other people, it's like a deductible thing. Oh, we know we're gonna get this back up off of it because you know that's what it is, and we already gonna pay this and bro, most of it's not even actual money. It's on credit.
They're not living within their means, so they got to pick and choose what bills they pay.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, they got to,
especially for a town that had a surplus.
Well, I tell you, I thought they gave them some extra money when they knew they were fucking up. Now they know they really fucking up. Where are you? Come on now, y'all gonna have to step up a little bit now. Let me get past this real quick. I don't know what the hell Tiffany yelling at, but we're gonna figure out.
You guys, and I do have a previous video on that if you guys want to know a little.
Hold up. Oh, goddamn commercial finally got me. Thought I was gonna make it without a commercial. They say fuck that, we're gonna give you this goddamn commercial. All right, let me unpause it.
Narcissistic hypocrite. While Carmen is trying to read and she's trying to speak, we have hecklers in the crowd, but Tiffany, you know, she's usually like, okay.
I think we need to, it's crazy. Maybe if we focus on accountability and transparency and less on Bingo, then we'll have enough money to set aside to give the rebate program so that everyone in Dorr Township can benefit from the program and from the services at Dorr Township and not just people to show up to Bingo. And so that's our goal.
So yes, I agree with what Trustee Carmen is saying. While I feel like there's nothing wrong with them having bingo events, the exorbitant amount of money being spent on these events is just ludicrous. And on top of that, the residents don't even really know how much is actually being spent on these events. We can see Tiffany herself admit that they've been giving away washer, dryers, refrigerators, freezers. Like, that's crazy. Those are crazy prizes. All right. You win those on like The Price is Right or something. And then on top of that, you can only win those prizes if you attend Big Bingo, which, let's just face it, is essentially campaigning for Tiffany.
Mayo,
free campaign.
Think a nigga ain't going to bingo night, bro. Go get that new refrigerator, nigga, with the new ice maker, with the water you can see through, got all the, you know what I'm saying? The double side, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, I'm going to bingo too. Shit, what we doing? They been giving out washers and dryers and everything. Did the whole set.
Oh yeah, that refrigerator that makes your shopping list for you.
That's what I'm talking about, Mayo. Yeah. The one that I seen the refrigerator so goddamn cold. That motherfucker is kid proof, nigga. It don't even open, nigga, unless that motherfucker recognize you, nigga, when you walk up to it. Like it's like a digital fucking refrigerator, and if a kid walk up to it. And you know what I'm saying? It won't open like a baby or something. Can't just get in there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's like baby prevented from babies climbing in refrigerators and shit. Man, that motherfucker cold, and motherfucker. Boy, but that motherfucker costs, boy.
Oh yeah, you gonna pay for that safety?
Yeah. Look, if you give me one of them, I'm going to bingo too. How much one of them cards cost? Sit there and play. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to win something too. Go to the house.
Using the taxpayer dollars. In my opinion, that's how I see it. And I think a lot of other people see it like that. And while she says, oh, it's their money, it's going back to them, it's their money you're using for them to vote for you. Well, you guys, I think
they got some good shit in there, Mayo. Ain't bad. Did you see it?
Yeah.
It's their money you're using for them to vote for you.
That ain't bad. I got one of them outside right now. The little
I just wonder how much of it's shoplifted.
Man, they got the electric washer up there, nigga. That ain't bad. It's an ice maker right there. They about $60. I mean, they, you know what I'm saying? They ain't giving
Electric
away
pressure
no.
washer.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. They giving away some good stuff up there. Okay, yeah, I'll be at bingo too, man. But I need some of that free shit.
Well, you guys,
Yeah, that little line said nice though. Look at the TV. What size TV is it?
Oh, that probably at least a 50, 60 inch.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Mayo? Look, them little chairs ain't bad though. Them little chairs ain't bad though.
No, those zero gravity chairs are nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, man, I see why they saying that. Yeah, they spend a little money over there. They bingo. What kind of bingo they doing?
If you're making the money back, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that.
Because you got to get them in the seat somehow. Most places just use cash.
Yeah. Equivalent to yeah. Well,
You know, $5 card will get you 20. You know, that kind of thing.
This shit here crazy. I get the little TV, get the match, get the TV, go outside with the chairs. Oh yeah, I'll be there playing all night. Let me try to get both of them real quick.
I think we've beat this bingo horse to death. We are going to move on. So, you guys, this next clip has to do with a subject that has been brought up before, even over in Dalton. And it has to do with.
So this is our Flippy 3.
I need you to get to the talking. That's it. We just need to hear what they got to say.
Yep.
Probably had this seat for 30 years, 29 to be exact. His name was on everything. You guys know whoever the leader is, your name goes in place of their name. If you're the mayor, the supervisor, your name is the one
that is not the way it works.
That town or
hey, talk to me now.
That man gave 30 years of his life to that town. That's why his name's on everything. And I guarantee his name didn't go on that shit until after he was dead.
Like a memorial.
You don't name shit after yourself while you're still living.
That's a fact. Well, you know, it's some assholes out here that, and that's what most people but they ain't been done in a long time. And usually they don't name it. They name it after they like their last name, something for their family or something like that. But never be like a, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Get it, but again, we just have to make sure that the things that we put in order, the laws that we put in place are being followed.
As it relates to image, this is what I mean about my board. There's a lot of hate, jealousy, and envy amongst them towards their supervisor that came and turned over the numbers here in Thornton Township. But let me remind you, here in Thornton Township, Frank Zuccarelli had this seat for 30 years, 29 to be exact. His name was on everything. You guys know whoever the leader is, your name goes in place of their name. If you're the mayor, the supervisor, your name is the one that everyone sees for that town or city. So that's what I mean about hate and jealousy. Because nobody cared before when it was Frank. Did y'all make any noise? Did y'all say that's a Buddhist person name? Y'all made a fake ordinance to make it like y'all fake in charge. Y'all are not in charge of anything. So please stop with the antics when we come here to these board meetings.
So let's talk about this image ordinance that Carmen.
Damn. Yeah, but she just got damn.
I mean, like naming a community center after a guy who served his community for 30 years.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, and like I said, I guarantee none of this shit was named after him probably while he was in office. That shit all came afterwards.
Tiffany and that motherfucking shit. I done got these new plans and these people done came up here and we didn't broke bread together, nigga. They gonna build this what you call it. They gonna put my goddamn name on it. That's what they gonna do. What she on right now.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. I'm surprised Main Street ain't Tiffany Henyard Boulevard yet.
That's a fact, nigga. I'm the Henyard. You know, I might come through that bit. You know, I might tell her, Tiffany, put that shit in my name.
I wonder if she actually understands the nuance of that or she just doesn't get it.
Okay, let's see what they're gonna say. You know Tiffany crazy shit. She don't care for the bag. All right, let's see what they talking about.
Brought up. If you have been following the Dalton drama and now the Thornton Township drama, You may have already heard about Tiffany's lavish spending on billboards, calendars, rugs, you name it, from the news.
Okay, so if you've driven one of the expressways in the south suburbs recently, you've no doubt seen one of these giant billboards. They feature the name and the face of a smiling local politician. The money for these billboards is coming out of taxpayers' pockets, and that's raising questions for Tiffany Henyard, the Dalton mayor and Thornton Township supervisor, who has already come under fire for spending public money promoting herself.
Take a drive to the south suburbs and you can't miss them. 4 giant billboards featuring Tiffany Henyard's name in large letters, along with her picture, smiling down on the thousands of cars going by on Interstate 57 and the Bishop Ford Expressway. What are they advertising? One says fresh produce, another senior services, and this one simply says we offer general assistance.
The township should not have paid for these if they did, and I'm sure they did.
And you can't turn your head in Dalton or Thornton Township without seeing Henyard's picture or name, where we found a Tiffany Henyard 2024 calendar featuring all the important dates to remember, including her birthday.
I would be having a fit if she was my client, telling her not to do this. I actually had a candidate years ago who was running for mayor of Dalton, and that's what we did. We bought billboards along the expressway, because if you're coming and going home all day, and one of the things I always say about billboards is they're working when you're asleep.
Just when you think you've seen it all, take a look at this. When the first billboard went up last summer, Thornton was misspelled as Thornton. Another sign had to be ordered, apparently at taxpayer expense.
And yes, it hit news because, like I've stated before previously, even though something was done before, once Tiffany gets her hands into that same thing, she does it to the 1000th degree. Okay. And yes, the former supervisor, Frank Zuccarelli, did have his name on things, but it was never to the extent that Tiffany has taken it. In fact, at one of the previous Thornton Township meetings, a resident named Paul Roberts even pointed out the ridiculous increase in the township's photography and PR budget.
Never ask again.
Okay, we done with that. Yeah, Tiffany's still over there. She come on with it, man. Yeah, man.
I wonder if she's been evicted from her house yet.
I don't think I've shit. I don't know how many houses she got.
That one she's leasing. I mean,
that's what I'm thinking. How many little motherfuckers she got? That's what you got to worry about with Tiffany. You don't know what the hell she got going.
well, and I'm wondering if the town was paying that.
She probably was. Probably was. 3,800, something like that a month. Oh yeah.
Oh, and that court clerk from Chicago probably the owner of that house too.
That woman, boy, this system is getting crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
well, y'all, we've got about 40 minutes until our time get ready to come on. Yeah, buddy. I appreciate everybody that came through and hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. See what else is on here real quick. See what else they got popping on this interweb. Anything that's on here that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I seen this one thing. They was talking about that damn Joker movie. I do not like it.
The new one?
Yeah, bro.
I figured they'd woke it.
I do not like it, bro.
Yeah, I figured they'd woke it. They seem to not be able to make a decent movie nowadays. And every once in a while they come up with one, but for the most part, most of the movies they make now are trash. I mean, the B and D movies are better than the A-list movies.
No, that's for real.
You know, like that one we watched the other night. The 13 Sins.
Oh yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, they say ain't gonna make nothing like that no more.
Nope.
That's the part that be mad. That's the part that be making me mad. They keep on making these bullshit ass movies.
Yep. And all these big studios keep buying up the small studios and destroying them. Yeah, how much shit has Disney gobbled up and destroyed?
That's a fact.
Star Wars. I mean, they killed Star Wars. They killed it. How do you kill Star Wars? You got to try to kill Star Wars.
Hey, y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all this. This is what people are watching on YouTube. Obviously, they watching this shit because it got hella views. Hella fucking views. You telling me? I appreciate everybody over here. I don't know what's going on because this Lord Jesus. Grown man up there, man. We're gonna let it go, but we're gonna take it back just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to go too far back. They jump off, talk crazy. I don't know what the hell is going on. All right, here we go.
The editing was top notch. I think.
So just turn down the volume, and you'll probably enjoy this.
Well,
movie.
yeah, I mean the acting, performance. Look, here, you know what I equate the Joker to? I equate it to a chef having all the best ingredients and then burning the meal on purpose. That's what the Joker 2 is. They had all the makings of what should have been a great film, and it's like Todd Phillips went out of his way to shit on everybody who loved the
No,
first
you
movie.
just didn't understand the meal you were eating and that he was giving to you.
Of course.
You
yes.
just don't you understand? It was
the
all about
the
Arthur.
shit flavor was too nuanced for me.
Everyone who says I don't care about Arthur, I only want the Joker. You're like, that's right. Don't you get it? We're all Harley. All we care about is Joker. No one cares about Arthur. That's right. I don't care about Arthur Fleck. He wrote him that way. He wrote a character we don't care about on purpose. And now we're the assholes. We wanted Joker in a film called Joker.
Here's the question I have.
Joker, though.
What?
Look, everybody's asking this question. Everybody's asked me this question. Was this on purpose or was this intentional? Was this intentionally bad or was it unintentionally bad? Like, I guess, did Todd Phillips just throw a screwball at Warner Brothers because he really didn't want to make this movie at all? But since they said, look, we're going to give you a lot of money, he just said, screw it, I'll just go out there and make the dumbest movie ever. Did he do it because of the toxic fans or the quote unquote toxic fans that loved the first movie? The wrong fans liked it. They didn't get the right lessons from the movie. So I'm going to go out there and destroy the sequel or whatever. I mean, everybody this. And
I wouldn't say that. Because you're destroying your own name when you direct something like that.
That's a fact.
You know, Spielberg has come out and said he does not like the way Disney took Star Wars. He stated that. He hates what they did to his product. I've never seen a director worth of salt destroy his own name and his own product on purpose.
I ain't never, bro. That's crazy. Bro, and like I say, they're gonna argue. Like I say, some of us is me and you thinking the same way. You're gonna have some of these people up here, bro. I don't know, bro. This is like I say, this motherfucker got views, man. I'm looking at the motherfucker views. I say, bro, this is really, I should have talked about this when I watched the goddamn movie. Or who I need to get in contact with so I can get on this goddamn panel and talk to these niggas about this goddamn movie that I thought was not good at all. It had some parts in there. I was like, okay, they could have did something, but like, bro, come on, man.
Well, it's just like, remember when who was the guy that did Mallrats? Remember that movie?
I remember Mallrats. That's the one with the had Whoopi Goldberg in it, had that funny nigga, had a lot of
No.
people. Oh, no, okay.
No, it was
okay.
Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith. He did Mallrats. He did a bunch of movies that you've seen, I'm sure. Hold on, let me pull up his movie list here.
Let me go back to StreamYard real quick. Let me come up out of this. I got to double click.
Jay and Silent Bob movies.
Yeah, I know Jay.
The guy who did those. Yeah. and he was tasked with redoing oh, what was that? He-Man, right?
Okay.
And He-Man was in like the first episode, and the whole thing was about She-Ra.
Okay, yeah, I
Like
seen
the
all
whole
that.
thing was about, and he just destroyed the franchise.
Yeah, had the nigga from what's the dude? Remember the Titans in it. The big dude. Chubby dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It destroyed the franchise. And he swore beforehand that he wasn't going to do that and turned it into a female centric role. And that's exactly what he did.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking when you said mall rat, right? My mind went to a whole different other movie. I'm thinking of the goddamn movie called Rat Race.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny. We might fuck around and watch that one day. See, Mayo, you always had me thinking of some shit, bro. I ain't even thought about it in a long time, bro. That's kind of a funny movie. It's stupid, but then it got everything that we. Let me show you what I mean, y'all. We got everything basically that we be tripping on. It's gonna have some commercials and shit, but we'll come back to this little crazy out of line, bro. That's what I'm talking about right there. We might have to play that Rat Race.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, man, you made me think of it, bro. I was like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I always find some crazy ass shit when I'm thinking of like, yeah, you know what? God damn, yeah, we're gonna have to play that one of these days. We're gonna have to throw that on for Saturday or something. But yeah, that motherfucker was rolling, bro. Because they tripped out through that whole goddamn movie. That whole movie had me laughing, bro. I was like, this nigga is retarded. But see, they don't make movies like that no more, man.
Nope, they do not.
Out of there. Let's see what else these crazy people gonna go. Hey, y'all remember Uncle Tom is going live at 8, so he should be on in like 30 minutes. You know how you probably got the preview going right now, and then at 8, he gonna pop right on. We're gonna swing on over there to him about in the next 15 minutes, shit. And probably be chilling over there and getting ready for him, you know what I'm saying? See what else these dudes talking about.
Honestly don't know. I don't have any real answer. So I guess we're in speculation territory because Todd Phillips isn't on this panel. Why did this movie happen the way it happened? I think that's the big question on everybody's mind.
Beyond the obvious.
They had an absolute hit. They had an absolute hit on their hands with the first one. And this thing just...
This was a film threat. 131K, 5,000, like 3 hours. It was just on a few minutes ago. I looked at when I was in here with it. When I first seen it, it was shit. It had like 1,000 some people in that bitch watching it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and it was live. Like, and they had members and everything. Mayo, I was like, shit. Man,
oh, dude, that Joker movie stirred a lot of people.
Man, I didn't know it was that deep.
There hasn't been a movie that unpolitically correct in a long time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's why I'm watching that Penguin, man. It's a little bit different. I don't know what's going on. There's two from this movie right here to that show, The Penguin. It's two different, but I understand because they taking the everything just got tied in for me, which I need to go back and try to watch this goddamn film, which I really don't want to do. But shit, I'm gonna have to have to go back and watch it. But the new episode that came out last night of The Penguin, it tied in with the scene from the Batman movie. So
yeah,
I guess that new Batman movie is when it ended, that part of the ending of the movie was on the goddamn show. I was like, okay, now it's putting it all together. So, but the crazy part is this nigga, this Joker that they got, he ain't a part of that, I don't think.
No, not this new one.
Yeah. This new Joker they got right here, he not a part of that. So we haven't even seen what the Joker look like on them. We just know who the Penguin is. I guess they speculating who the other people is.
Yeah. And the Batman movies jumped around a bit between the different
Okay, my
versions
fault,
of
bro. I'm
Batman.
leaving. No, well, I ain't say too much. I'll just let you know I ain't say nothing about the show, wrestler. I ain't trying to spoil it for you. I'm just saying, I was just saying, I know it's tied in together, the show and the movie. So I'm looking forward for the new Batman movie because this show, you know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be, all of it's supposed to be together. So that's gonna make it kind of, so now I need to go back and watch the Batman movie because I keep on falling asleep on it. I haven't fell asleep on the Penguin show, but I fell asleep on the new Batman. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch the new Batman and check it out all the way through. Then I can be like, okay, I have a whole mindset of what they're trying to do.
It fell apart. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I can't believe that a director would purposely make a Bat movie just because. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because making a movie is hard. It's hard. Sure. It's a lot of work. It's grueling. They're not going to do it as a joke. So what's worse is he actually did do it as a nephew to the people who like
the movie was not intentionally done bad. I think it was intentionally done divisive. That seems to be objectively what happened, going by what actually objectively happened in the movie. And they knew it because they mention it in the movie. They even had that little segment in one of the fantasy scenes where like, hey, let's give them what we want. Let's give the fans what they want. And that's when Harley shoots Joker in the stomach. So they point this stuff out. They have every single thing that you want to see in this Joker movie was there, but in Fantasyland. So whether you, I don't know. I love the movie. I personally love the movie a lot. But I do know why people don't like it, and I understand why people don't like it because I felt the same exact disappointment everyone else did. When he's sitting there, he dragged the chair out to the courtroom. He's sitting down with the microphone. He's about to go off. You can tell he's about to go off, and then he says, "I can't do it. I'm not the Joker." And I felt the same disappointment. Everyone else felt like, "Why isn't he the Joker? What happened to him?" So what I did was I went back, and I felt the disappointment. Like, this sucks. This is not what I wanted to see, and they were right, but they knew it. The writers definitely knew it, and they did this on purpose. It was intentionally divisive. But whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, I think that's a part up to the debate. If you look, what I did was I went back and I looked at the first movie, the second movie, and I said, okay, first of all, let's see what they did. Did they destroy Arthur Fleck's character? Was it different now? Did they do this to spite us as an intentional and malicious attack on the fans? Because how dare we like this character? How dare we like this movie? Usually it would be a yes from, in today's modern world. It would be yes. And the way I look at it is, I don't think it was malicious if that happened. I don't think it was, in this case, in the Joker, I don't think it was malicious. I think it maintained his character consistency from Joker 1 to Joker 2. If it was malicious, there would have been a strong disconnect, similar to the other example we have, which is Luke Skywalker versus Jake Skywalker, as he's come to be known. There's a strong disconnect from the Luke Skywalker, the hero, from the Return of the Jedi, to Luke Skywalker, the beach bum we see in Last Jedi. We don't know what happened to him, and the consensus I know from that discourse was that people would have been fine with this beach bum Luke Skywalker had the transition from the hero to beach bum been fine. So the hatred, the malice, the idea that it was just an excuse to hate on Luke Skywalker came from the fact that the disconnect was unsatisfactory. It was a stupid disconnect where he goes from hero to beach bum, and it didn't work. It was clearly malicious. Where here in the Joker land, I went back and Arthur Fleck, this made sense for him to go with. It did not disconnect the same way Luke Skywalker did when he transitioned to Jake Skywalker.
Sure it did, because at the end of the first movie, he's the Joker. He fully embraced.
What you about to say? May you say something, Mayo?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
The identity, and they spend this entire movie undoing that. It would be like if the end of Return to the Jedi, exactly what happened. He was like, no, I can't do it. I'm not a Jedi. Yes, you are.
Well, he did.
But I think that was the intentional part to build
Right.
him up in the first movie, the Joker, and then to deconstruct that in
Well,
this one.
he wasn't necessarily built up. Remember, in the first movie, Society and Maury Franklin create the Joker and kind of impose it on Arthur against his will, and he
Yes.
just kind of rolls with it. And what I liked about both of these movies when you put them together is that you actually have an overarching plot about plot with regards to society. You have society saying, you know what, it's too expensive to pay for the medication for these mentally ill people. Let's cut them off. Let's have them lash out as a result of that mental illness. Let's put them in prison, and then let's try them for the crimes that they commit with the death penalty as the result. Therefore, we basically are euthanizing them through a quote unquote legal process, and therefore they're no longer a strain on our tax dollars. Like that is what the overarching plot between these two films are. And Arthur Fleck is the example victim of that story. And that's what I found kind of fascinating with the second one, even though it didn't go in the direction a lot of people were hoping for. It felt authentic to Arthur Fleck because he doesn't have the faculty to be a terrorist or a Joker-like character. The first three murders he does is in self-defense. They're kicking and beating him up on a subway, and then he shoots them and hunts them down. The second murder is as a result with that bullying a clown that wants to know, hey, I just want to know what you told the police about how you got the gun. And then he just takes him out. And then the last one, he planned to kill himself on the show. But when Maury was actually starting to insult him further, he then lashes out and kills him. Like, that's what it is. He's a victim.
Yes, sir.
Didn't they forget about the fourth murder at the end of the movie?
That's the one that they put him into three different scenes where he took revenge on the young dudes, then killed the dude that was in the apartment. And then he ended up killing the dude at the end of the show. So they just counted them three. That's it.
But he killed 4 people in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that last one was pure malice.
Yeah.
She was trying to help him. You know,
he's taking up for the idea that it's for the plot of the movie that they push on the new one. So I ain't gonna say too much on what if you know what I'm saying, if you ain't watched the new one, but you know what I'm saying, it's just that's basically what he's talking about. I didn't think it was
it just to say he wasn't that guy and to base that on the 3 murders when there was 4 in the movie, he turned into that guy with that 4th murder when he was shuffling down the hospital hallway, dragging the blood, with the bloody footprints.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of disingenuous on dude's part. Because he literally that's when he became the Joker.
Oh, you should wait till you see how wait till you see how the new one start off. It start off right at the end of that and supposed to continue. But yeah, okay. Yeah, you will see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I just left it at that. And I was like, okay, well, I just so happily came across this today. I was like, I'm gonna see what they talking about and start watching it. I was surprised. I was like, oh yeah, these dudes here. Yeah, I don't know what they going on.
Who is a victim of the 15-minute celebrity syndrome that we have in society. And
so y'all, if y'all want to go check them out, bro, they over there on the film thread. I appreciate everybody that's coming that came through. Mayo, you know what I'm saying? Yvette that then popped up here, Wrestler, Zuma, everybody else, Khan, Kingdom Minded, Butterfly. Shit. I'm forgetting the No Chaser, Smitty, Ron, Locksmith. Trying to make sure I get everybody. I don't want to just, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all giving me the watch hours and stuff today. I appreciate y'all coming over to the stream. Yeah, hopefully I can have this going every Monday where we just sit up here and just have conversations on anything before we go into our Monday show. And because I want to start getting the little raid thing down. So if we can start having people join over here on a conversation, then only thing I have to do is just raid everybody over there to the porch when we leave from here going forward, and then everybody can just go straight over to the porch and the numbers already be up and stuff like that. I'm seeing everybody else do it. I don't know why we can't do it. Oh yeah, Smitty and everybody else that came through. Appreciate y'all, man. And we out of here. See y'all over there on the porch.